What's going on, everybody? Welcome back, or welcome to the channel. I'm Edward the Collector, and today we're going to be taking a look at Transformers Studio Series Rise of the Beasts Bumblebee. I was trying to think of the number. I'm pretty sure it's actually Studio Series 100. I say that because the first Studio Series figure was a Bumblebee in this Camaro, and then the 100th figure, which is this one, is Bumblebee in this Camaro body style. So yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 100. Pretty sure. Anyway, here he is in his Camaro off-road muscle car mode. It's looks really cool. I love this mode. That's pretty much it. I love the mode. It looks really cool to me. I love muscle cars for one, and for two, off-road muscle cars, lifting them and putting stuff like roll bars and such like that's awesome to me. So it's cool seeing it. It's nice. Plus, Camaros are awesome. Rolls, okay. It's not great, but for details though, taillights, that's kind of surprising to see. And then doors can open, but that's for transformation, and there's not really much you can do or see in there. But I like it a lot. Looks really cool to me. Some headlight detailing. On mine, there's a little bit of paint, like bleedage, whatever you say. But it's not too obvious and not too like annoying. It could just be like a little bit of scuffing or battle damage or whatever. But yeah, underside kind of sucks because you can just see it's, arms, head, shins. So that's unfortunate. And even from the side profile, you can see there's just hands right there. But from an angle like this, like that, from the back, it's not, from the front, it's not a bad car mode. But you can definitely, you can see some stuff. So for comparison, here he is with the Bumblebee movie Dropkick. They're both off-road muscle cars, so they look pretty cool together. I'm not too sure if this is size accurate for the cars in real life. I don't think it is, but it looks kind of cool together. And then 2007 Camaro Bumblebee. This is the technically the same body style, but this one is without the off-road stuff. So interesting to see the size difference as well on deluxe class figures from what, 18 years ago and like 3 years ago, 2 or 3 years ago, something like that. That's crazy. But yeah, it's cool. It's cool to see the differences. So not much else to say about the car mode other than it looks really cool to me. I could be wrong about this as well, but I don't think there's any weapon storage. Here's his weapons. He comes with a blade and a gun we'll take a look at in a second. I don't think there's any storage for it. Like, you could put the sword on his arm, but then that just means it sticks out too far, so you can't do that. There's enough gap, I guess, to put the sword in there, but no weapon storage that I'm aware. Oh, wait, no. Put the sword right there. There we go. There's some weapon storage. Sorry, I haven't really messed with this figure in a while, so I'm pretty sure the gun can't go anywhere. Can it go right there? Alright, I guess that's the weapon storage. Well, that's lame, but so there is weapon storage, so I just have to figure it out. Sorry about that for lying for a second. But the blade looks nice. The gun sucks. I wish they could do something more about that. But enough about the vehicle mode. To transform him into robot mode, you want to take the doors and just open them up like that. Classic Bumblebee transformation. And then take the front of the car like this, push it up. What I like to do is I like to grab it like a sandwich and just push up on the bottom of the bumper. And that just makes it a little bit easier. So, car looks like that. Fold up the roof or the back of the car like that. And we'll get to the rest of it later. And come to the front and open up these wheels sections like that. Bring around the arms like so. Like that. Bring them down. And then bring down the hood of the car like that. and then angle those. You can bring them down, you can have them straight, or you can angle them up like that. I like to have them at an angle. And then backpack assembly, if you can come around. All right, fold up that part right there, and it just tucks up under there like that. Nothing crazy, but it's nice. And then separate the legs, bring down the foot like that, bring down the tail light, and then fold around the foot, and then bring in the back of the car like that. And then same on the other side, like so, and you're done. So here he is. Don't even have to adjust the camera. He's small. He's a little deluxe class figure. He's really good. I really like this figure. I'm pretty sure everyone else likes this figure. And by everyone else, I mean like majority of community I've seen loves this figure. Only thing I can complain about is the wheels right here. I don't really like how they're kind of sticking out of his legs like that. But other than that, I think it's a pretty perfect Bumblebee figure. Especially after the Bumblebee figure we got before, well, not even before this, it was way back, but of the same universe. Comparison, I'll show that in a second. But looks really cool. I really like this figure. It's just really good. It's kind of perfect. Other than the wheels, another thing that I don't really, doesn't really matter, but it's just interesting, is there's not a lot of silver on the face. It's mostly just on the mouthpiece and then blue eyes. I kind of wish there was more detailing there, but it's nothing too crazy. So for articulation, there's a ball joint at the head, which is kind of loose. I don't know if that's like a common thing, but it is definitely a little loose. And then ball joint at the shoulder. It's kind of tight, so that's nice. He has a bicep swivel and an elbow, like that. He has a little bit of waist swivel. It's kind of hindered by the backpack, but it's there, so that's nice. His wings can move freely, pretty much. And then these wheel sections can move as well. So you can get them in any position you like. Then there's a ball joint at the hip and a swivel as well. So you can do a lot there. He can go out that far. Can't really do the splits that well. Can go forward that far, which is really nice. And go back that far, which isn't that much, but that's fine. And then he has a knee bend, like a perfect 90 degrees almost. It kind of clicks. It's one of those knees where it clicks for vehicle mode or alt mode, whatever. So it gets stopped right there, but then you just push it in. It's interesting. He has a ankle tilt, which is very far, and then foot swivel. I guess that's a thing. But overall, really good articulation, I think. I mean, what else could you want from a deluxe class figure? I don't know. You can't really have, like, deluxe class figures barely ever have wrist articulation, so that's not really gonna happen. But great looking figure, great articulation, awesome car mode, great transformation. It's just really good. For accessories, he has a gun that can plug into his hand right there, and then he has this blade, which is kind of lame. Not the accessory itself. The accessory is actually really cool. I like how this Bumblebee, both in the Bumblebee movie and also in Rise of the Beast, he has a little blade. I like that. I just wish it was painted, because comparison time for the other this universe figure. I don't even know what this figure used with. Whoa. I don't know what this universe would be called, because Rise of the Beast is technically a sequel to the Bumblebee movie, but it's different directors, and so it's not really like a Bayverse. It's kind of just this universe. I don't really know. But here he is next to the Bumblebee movie Studio Series figure. Kind of a trash figure. Just putting it bluntly, I don't like this figure that much. It's inaccurate. Transformation's annoying. It's small, so it's just annoying. I'm not going to get into that. But his blade is painted silver. I don't know what happened with this figure, but it's also a little bit bigger, actually. That's interesting. See that? Wow. Anyway. Budget went somewhere else. I don't really know. Maybe I can't even think of anything really, but no silver paint. Kind of annoying. You just take a Sharpie or paint markers or whatever. I don't really, it doesn't bother me that much. I'm just saying, like, we had it before. Why didn't we get it again? I don't know. But you can see this one's more yellow. This is like a goldish orange. Like, on camera, it's pretty yellow. It's definitely a darker yellow, but in person, it's more of like an orangish color. But, there they are together. Another interesting thing is this figure definitely had more budget, actually. Maybe. Because he has an Autobot symbol right there, and this guy doesn't. This guy has way more silver on him. This guy is more like a gunmetal color. That's weird. And then, one of the worst Transformers figures maybe ever. I know a lot of people hate this figure. I'm on their side as well. It looks good. Like, just being there, it looks pretty good, but it's pretty bad. I might do a review on it. I probably won't, because I don't really want to deal with it, but this part right here likes to come undone. It's flimsy. It's just not fun. And those feet, oh my gosh. Anyway, Studio Series number 1, which is crazy, and Studio Series number 100. So they definitely did this on purpose. If they didn't, then let me be delusional and think they did. But that's pretty cool. They're both like the same Camaro type. But this figure is miles better. And then, last comparison, here he is with Rise of the Beast Optimus. So, they look cool together. You know, classic duo, Bumblebee Optimus. Looks nice. Overall, love this figure. I feel like I say that a lot, honestly, thinking about it. I don't really hate a lot of figures, but this figure definitely deserves the love. And I'm pretty honest, I think. You know, if a figure's overrated, I say it's overrated. If a figure kind of sucks, I say it sucks. But this figure definitely does not suck. This figure's really good. Definitely one of the best, maybe the best Bumblebee figure we've gotten in a while. Probably the best Studio Series Bumblebee we've gotten. Every other one is kind of just has something going on that's like, or it's just size or, you know, whatever. But this figure's great. Feels good, looks good. Camaro's great. Robot mode is awesome. Really, only complaint is the paint, really. But that's something you could do on your own. Again, you know, shouldn't have to do that, but it's just, you can. So, overall, love this figure. If you can get it, go ahead. It's kind of hard to get now, but if you have it, share your opinion in the comments. If you like the video, go ahead and like the video. And if you like the content, go ahead and subscribe. That's pretty much it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.